Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9?
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, a leap it. He will make the catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 32 on the play. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're avoiding giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Mayfield looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Looking for the crossing receiver. He's got him. This is Hilton. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Mayfield. Being chased out left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. From the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Chuba Hubbard. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here we go. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and
he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, 39 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they held them completely out of the end zone, just held them to a field goal. So they're not just hoping for a repeat here. They're hoping to do it even better. A shutout is their goal.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Taylor now to return it. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 40 yards. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. When you're a RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Week 9 here in the National Football League. We'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of this season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Mayfield. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Mayfield now. Caught by Trimble. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
First down, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give, it's Hubbard going left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Mayfield. There's Trimble, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. Checks this down to Hubbard. Touchdown! Chuba Hubbard with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. Maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And Carolina scores to cap it off. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Room here to run. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll give it to Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, trying to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Mayfield on first down. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he will take it on in for the Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mayfield's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll drop to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Short yardage, Mayfield. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Rolling to his right. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we have come past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Again, it's Mixon. A solid stiff arm. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 211 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Mixing up the middle. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's got room. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. Complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Really did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Inside handoff to Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And they're going to speed things up here. A handoff to Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hubbard. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Check. I got it. Mine's 59. Mine's 59. Pick it up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Mike, check. 59. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. 59, Mike. Check. 59.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Switch up. Mike's 59.
He'll drop to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. He's at the 40. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Check Mike.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Check, 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 check. Check 59. Mike is 59.
After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield buying time to his left. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. Boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's got some space here. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9".
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And some room to maneuver. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
It's by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Here we go.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Again, it's Mixon. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
McPherson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace.
And now here is another interception.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll buy some time right.
Now Burrow loses the football.
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he's got it.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bengals, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.